Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are doing the commentary on the sixth round of the South American Online Festival, round 6, as we can see here, in which they faced the Catleweya team, a team from Colombia, who was at the top spot earlier in the tournament. So it's a strong team, but it was very successful for the Chagas team, who won 49 imps in 14 boards. So lots of interesting hands for us to look at. So the first board that we will examine is this slam that Gabriel Chagas and Marcelo Branco bid and made, and it wasn't bid at the other table. Let's look at it. So it is a very good slam when we look at both hands, because even with a hard lead, the declarer can establish diamonds and has lots of entries, and he also even has a discard for the heart. I just noticed that. King of clubs can discard a heart. So he can make, it's actually a good grand slam. For you to go down in a grand slam, you have to get both diamonds and spades badly distributed for the declarer. And so their bidding was 1 diamond, 1 spade, 4 diamonds, which is a strong hand of the 6-4 kind. And I don't know if they and so I'm not fully acquainted with their system to know if this 4 diamond bid pinpointed the singleton or not, but it is a strong 6-4, and South had a difficult decision to make here because it doesn't have an easy hard cue bid, but he has nice trumps, and so I suppose he bid 4 spades with some misgivings, but North has a really powerful hand and decided to check for key cards. And look at this from this point of view. Even if South has king 5th and nothing else, it is a reasonable slam, and he can have more even after the sign-off. So that was probably the reasoning behind Chagas' decision to ask for key cards. At the other table, 1 diamond, 1 spade, 2 no trumps. There is no alert. There is no explanation of what 2 no trumps meant. Some people in, let's say, 20 years ago would jump no trumps even with a 4-card raise if you have a balanced hand in the range, like 18 to 20, and let's say 4-2, 4-3, 4 diamonds, 2 hearts, 4 spades, 2 hearts, 4 diamonds, and 3 clubs. Some people would jump rebid no trumps and then correct to 4 spades, this kind of auction. But this is far from a balanced hand. It's much more powerful than that. It is much more powerful than an ordinary balanced 19 to 20 high card points, right? He has 20 in honors, all working honors. The jack of spades is a full jack. It's a trump suit after all. And so I would guess, if we don't have any more info about the system of North-South, that this was a case of underbidding by North and punished by losing 11 imps. The next board that we will look at, we only look at the swinging boards. So just North-South made 2 spades at one table, and East-West made 1 no trump at the other. So what was happening here, I guess both hands open 1 no trumps because East-West at the other table also play 15 to 17 no trumps. And this is a typical 15 hand. And so North decided to reopen with a bid that shows the majors. Yes, the majors. And he hit a good hand, not a spectacular hand, but a good hand with partner. And so he reached a reasonable contract. Can the defense defeat that? Looks like the defense will make 2 diamonds, perhaps 1 or 2 hearts, and a club, and nothing else. Let's see how the play went. Club, then 2 diamonds cashed, and probably another diamond. Yes. Now the declarer can he'll always rough the fourth heart in his hand and draw trumps. Yeah. Apparently nothing that the defense could have done. And here North decided to go quietly and not bid two clubs. Can they do anything against one no trump? Looks like they have 4 spades, an ace of hearts, and a king of clubs, and nothing else. That's 6 tricks. While the declarer has 4 diamonds and at least 2 or 3 clubs and 1 heart. So looks like nothing was strange in the play here, and the swing was due mostly to the difference in the contracts. 4 spades were cashed, diamond switch, and a club to the ace. And now, yeah, the heart. And he will lose. He will cash 3 more diamonds and lose the last 2 tricks. Okay. The third swing, 3 no trumps going down 1, while at the other table they played 2 no trumps making. So this may be both bidding and play in action. Apparently, this was a natural auction from the Colombians. 1 club playing better minor style, 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, the 4th suit forcing, 2 hearts showing the 3rd heart. As an aside, there's a full article about that at our site, at our website, www.thebridgeexperts.com. But this is something that players should discuss with their partners, whether this precise distribution, should not be bidding 1 club, 1 heart, 1 no trumps, rather than 1 spade. There are pros and cons, and I invite you to look for the article at our website. But one of the big problems of bidding 1 spade, not bidding 1 no trumps, is this specific auction, because right now West knows that East has 4 spades and 3 hearts, but he knows nothing about the minor suit distribution. And East can have 3 diamonds, as in this case, or a single diamond, or even a void in diamonds if East has 4 spades, 3 hearts, void, and 6 clubs. He'll bid exactly the same way, in range, of course, with a weak hand. So this is something to be discussed between partnerships. So he bid overthrow hearts 2 spades, which is perhaps a punt, because he did not have any good bid to give room for partner to bid a diamond stopper. And usually, once you bid 4th suit forcing, your next bid shows why you were doing that, meaning that 2 spades usually in most partnerships would be a 4-card raise, too strong for a direct raise to game. However, they seem to have understood each other, and he's finally bid no trumps with his balanced hand, and they went to 3 no trumps. And it's funny to consider that this is one of their longest fits is in diamonds, and they were concerned about that in the bidding. And so what was the lead? The Jack of Diamonds, the unbid suit. Since they were all advertising weakness there, this is perhaps I wouldn't say indicated, but it's a reasonable, thoughtful lead by South. The alternative, remember, they both showed 7-card fits in the majors. So both of these holdings are very unpleasant to lead from. And Jack 4th in East's first suit is also unpleasant. It would have worked out better for them if he had led a club. But he went with the unbeat suit. And partner probably smiled when he looked at that Jack. But okay, so they'll make 4 diamonds, and what else? The declarer can always make 4 hearts, and ace and king and ace are 7. and there's not much chance of an extra trick. Not without losing a fifth trick, either to the queen of spades to establish the fourth spade, or perhaps in an end play. Let's see how the play develops. So that's easy discards. And now they give up the lead without helping the declare in any way. And now everybody can pitch clubs. Double dummy this pitch of a spade can, of course, the declare can play spade to the king and the jack of spades, but that doesn't happen because this is a very weird and anti-percentage way to play the suit. He will just try to spade finesse, which is much more reasonable, and now the hand is over. 3-0 trumps down one. Okay. At the other table, let's look at their high card points, 11 and 12. It's fairly normal to stop in 3-0 trumps, in 2-0 trumps, out of game, even though they're vulnerable. The hands don't mesh very well. And here, I think it was they prefer to bid 1-0 trumps with this kind of hand rather than one spade. And it's this hand is actually an example of how this can be concealing, because certainly the defense knew less about East's hand in this sequence than in the other. All they knew is that East had a weak no trump without 4 hearts. They knew nothing about the spade length or the minor suit lengths. And so 2 clubs, this is a two-way check back statement or XYZ sequence. 2 clubs forces 2 diamonds, and now 2-0 trumps is the way to show the invitational hand, and East passed. And as expected, the more concealing auction led to a better lead for the declarer. And now they have 4 spades, 4 hearts, and a ace of clubs. So it's a bit, I wouldn't say ironic, but it's not rare that those who end up lower, you can actually probably make even one more trick, because North will be forced to discard a diamond, and I don't think she'll discard the diamond honor. And now, if he is counting the diamonds that are still offside, there are only 4. So even if they are all in one hand, he still makes the ace of clubs. Yeah. And so there will be an end play at the end, and he'll make 10 tricks. Well played, well bid. Let's look at the swings. Let's go down here. Our next swing is 2 spades by East, while East at the other table bid and made 3-0 trumps. So 1-0 trumps, 15 to 17. Double by South, which is penalties, penalties meaning high cards. And West decided to get them off the hook because they had much more power than their opponents. And if he just redoubles, South would be in trouble. The best that they could do is to take out 2 clubs or 2 diamonds, but both are not comfortable to be playing with. Of course, the declarer can always make some in diamonds, 3 diamonds and 2 clubs, or perhaps 1 club, because it doesn't have many entries to the dummy. If they lead the diamond, he won't be able to ruff a spade, but that's a different contract. This is to show that West had the option to initiate the hunt and prefer to just sign off in spades, which is a strategy that has very little to gain, and not even an invitation was attempted here. And so they went to 2 spades, and 2 spades is laid down. Right? They cannot make less than 4 spades, 4 hearts, and a club. They lose 3 diamonds, 1 club, and perhaps 1 spade. Perhaps. From East's being played by East, I think it's hard to do all of those tricks. At the other table, South decided to pass, and so West, rather than inviting, went directly to 3-0 trumps, which is a matter of style, I suppose. It depends on their system. I actually play with some partners systems that do not allow us to invite in this position. We just have to pick either game or part score on our own. Let's see how it went. How it went was probably 4 diamonds cash, then the king of clubs switch, but then declare ran hearts and South was in deep trouble. South should have foreseen that and switched to the king of clubs at the beginning. She would have more of a chance if she had more pitches coming. Here comes her hearts, and poor South will be finished. Yes, and spades are good. Again, well played. So next swing, 3 spades making and 4 spades making. The Colombians bid 1 diamond, 1 heart by South, 1 spade by West, 2 hearts by North. Okay, 2 hearts is a conservative bid. It could have been weaker. An ace and a king is perhaps at mid-range. 2 spades because over 1 heart overcalled, 1 spade for many partnerships guarantees a 5-card suit, otherwise you double. So East raised with his 3-card raise. South invited game with 3 clubs, and perhaps this show of strength was enough to induce East-West to subside in 3 spades only. Is 4 spades a good game? Well, you lose 3 aces, and you have to get both the king of clubs right and the trumps right, and you have some problems in the heart suit as well. But let's discount that because that's the most likely opening lead. But the other 2 are true. And so this is a very pushy, very forward-going game bid. And it's only justifiable because of the vulnerability. When good players are vulnerable, they're really risking anything for that big game bonus. So the play here is not the thing. And here, 1 club, 1 heart, 2 hearts, which is either, I know how these guys play, this is either 10 plus with a 6-card suit or game forcing with a 5-card suit. And so this accelerated the auction a little bit. West he's treating his 8 with a well-placed king of hearts as some closer to 9 or 10. That's why they landed in game. Played by East. And there's not much that the player can do to go wrong because both honors are well placed. So this was lucky, yes, but normal in the modern game. Our next swing is 2 spades going down by South and 3 hearts going down by East. So let's see. East opened 2 hearts in the stable, and South bid 2 spades, and the bidding was over. Everything mostly natural here. The main event was the opening bid of 2 hearts, which is, I think, normal. Even though the suit is bad, you are vulnerable against vulnerable, and passing is not appealing. It is either 1 or 2 hearts, and 2 hearts is okay. And South picked up a bad time to bid spades because they are stacked up against him. And in 2 spades, he can... Let's see how the play went. King of hearts lead won by the ace. The club to the queen. I knew that. Even though I'm looking at the cards, he's trying his best to do as many tricks as possible, but that was not the right choice now. King of diamonds switch. And another diamond. he doesn't want to play hearts or rough and dummy, because that would mean giving up a trick with the jack of hearts. He wants to play hearts from the dummy, or from queen of hearts ruffed, club to the ace, pitching a heart. Now the declarer can give up 2 spades with no further problem. No, there is a further problem, because Wes will be able to force out the last trump, and he'll make 3 drinks at the ending, so down 2. Well defended by West. At the other table, the opening bid was only 1 heart, and so South escaped the trap of playing at 2 spades or higher. 1 heart, 1 spade, pass, pass. 2 diamonds by East was perhaps unwise. Would he double? Should he double? Should West pass? It's all debatable, but as it was, they end in 3 hearts, and this time the cards were stacked against him. Okay. And our final consequential swing was 4 hearts, making in one table and not making at the other. One of the trumps by North in 3rd position, 15 to 17, and a Stayman auction. And the declarer will always lose 2 spades and 1 diamond. And he has a club problem. So this is probably an interesting hand to watch Gabriel Chagas in action. King of spades lead, and East is not sure whether continuing a spade would yield a 2nd spade lead to the declarer, so he switches to diamonds. It looks like they're playing upside down carding, so the deuce of diamonds encouraging, and another diamond. And a diamond rough, and 2 hearts, and ace of spades and spade, I think. No. Oh, we pitched the spade. Let's get back. This was the fatal discard. When he pitched the spade, the declarer was able to establish the last spade. It was not a comfortable position for East to pitch, but he went wrongly. And at the other table, let's see what happened. Same auction, same lead, but no duck here. The declarer drew trumps, and he'll probably try spades himself. Yeah. It's a fine play, this 8 of spades, because he's very confident that the jack of spades is with partner. Otherwise, North would probably duck the lead. It's a psychological reading that should be mentioned. And now the declarer will always lose a further diamond and a club. So this was a nice defense to avoid using the 10th trick. And this was their 6th match, 49 imps, doing nothing particularly special, but taking advantage of all the chances that passed by them. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next videos. Visit www.thebridgeexperts.com and our YouTube channel, The Bridge Experts, for more information, and hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.